Dear learners, dear leaders, Assalamu alaikum, and this is Khaja. Welcome to a new video on a new technique for practicing English. আমরা প্রমিস করেছি যে এই বছর উইল মেক ভিডিওস মোস্টলি ইংলিশ অর অ্যাট লিস্ট ইন এ মিক্সড ওয়ে। তার মানে হচ্ছে যে আমরা ইংরেজি বলাটা সত্যিকারে আমরা করে দেখাতে চাই। At the same time, we want to improve our English. Last few years, we have shared so many techniques and effective techniques. সেই টেকনিক ইউজ করে অনেকে ইংরেজি শিখেছেন, বাকিরাও শিখতে পারবেন। Question is, how can we speak continuously with anyone in this world? এই পৃথিবীর যে কারোর সাথে ইংরেজিতে কিভাবে কথোপকথন চালিয়ে যাওয়া যায়, সেজন্য কিন্তু we need to practice regularly. সো আজকে কি নিয়ে আলাপ করা যায়? আমরা নানা বিষয় নিয়ে আলাপ করি। So itself, spoken English itself may be a topic. আমরা সেই কাজটি আজকে করব। Like, what is spoken English? Why should we learn spoken English? How to learn spoken English? What are the mistakes we make to learn spoken English? And what should be the conclusion about spoken English? Sometimes you need to speak English without any preparation, and that will actually prove or test of your capability in speaking English. So English is a parent tapuan ki. What is the meaning of fluent speaker? That means you can speak English at any time without any preparation, right? So আমরা দেখি আজকে spoken English সম্পর্কে একটু without any preparation কিছু বলা যায় কিনা। Like, what is the definition of a spoken English? What is it actually? এটা definition বইতে কি আছে জানি না, but we can define by ourselves. We know that there is written English, there is a spoken English, and certainly there is a difference, or there are differences between written English and spoken English. A spoken English is a medium of languages, definitely for our verbal communication, for our daily conversation. That is actually a spoken English. By a spoken English, actually, what do? We communicate with each other, we do conversation, we communicate verbally. That is the main thing. So there are other things like written English. Spoken English, we actually use it as communicative English. And for our communication purpose and verbal communication, definitely in this spoken English, actually, we are not strict upon, strict grammar. Grammar is important, but not so important. And spoken English is actually one sort of informal English, conversational English, communicative English, verbal communication English. So this is a spoken English. Focus on communication between or among each others. That is a spoken English. Doing conversation, communicating in English, that is a spoken English. So why do we need to learn a spoken English? এটা যদি আপনি unprepared হতে বলেন, so মাথায় যেটা আসবে সেটাই প্রথমে বলবেন। Like, I think at this moment it's coming to my head that during this AI arena, this is called the age of artificial intelligence. Even we want to learn artificial intelligence, we need to know English. Even we want to communicate all over the world, we need to learn a spoken English, right? Why do we need to learn a spoken English? There are so many causes. You can speak 10 to 12 or 20 causes. Let us try for sharing few causes. One is that if you want a good job in a multinational or international organization, good job, dream job, the best job, English is tremendously helpful, definitely. If you want to do business all over the world, or if you want to scale up your business around, beyond borders, then you need to know a spoken English, right? For career, like doing a job or doing a business, or you want to be skilled in any professional skills, what should you know? That is a spoken English. Why? The best teachers actually speak in English all over the world. If you want to learn from the best teachers, their medium is English. If you want to know AI, like artificial intelligence, that is called this time is called the age of artificial intelligence. So if you want to know artificial intelligence, then you must have to know artificial intelligence, and you have to use it. There is no alternative. We must have to understand AI and how to utilize it to even improve our English. So In that case, if you want to communicate, you know that AI can communicate verbally. Very interesting. So if you want to improve your English, you want to make a talking partner, or you want to learn anything from AI, you have to speak in English, and that will give you the best answer. Yes, now it is time that to communicate in other language is still the best learning you can get via spoken English. If you want to get a higher value in society, especially in Bangladesh and India, if you can speak in English, you'll get higher value, no doubt. Your brand value will be higher. Your personal value or personal brand value will increase, that's for sure. At the same time, all over the world, your job opportunities will be open for you. So there are so many reasons you can tell. Then you can go for how can you learn spoken English. There are tremendously many ways to learn spoken English, but we have to remember about our levels. There are many levels of English like a basic, intermediate, fluent, advanced. So many levels, 8 to 9 levels. Out of those, we normally talk about 4 levels. You have to understand your level and then which level you want to reach or switch. Like you are in basic, then you want to go for communicative English. So everyone is different, so techniques will be different. Among all other techniques, you need a talking partner or group of people, you need a mentor, you need a teacher, that's for sure. And you can practice by one-to-one in a group. Anyway, the common thing among all techniques, all methods, that is practice. You have to practice English, that is a must. And your techniques, you have to select your techniques that suit you. Like one has learned English in a technique. It doesn't mean that that technique will help you to learn a spoken English. Your technique will depend upon your level. So selecting technique is very important for learning English. If you select wrong technique, you will be frustrated. You cannot learn English, spoken English, especially within a short period of time. You may think that it's not possible for you to learn spoken English. Why? Because you will think that your technique is not working, but you not understand that you have selected the wrong technique. So that is another issue. I can tell about major mistakes that we make regarding learning spoken English. That is, we think sometimes that within 3 to 6 months we can learn fluent level English. It's not possible. Fluent level English may take 2 years to 4 years or 5 years. Depends upon your level. If you're very poor, you need to learn basic level. Then you need to go for intermediate. Then you can go for advanced. Then fluent. So many levels. And every level will take many months or even 1 or 2 years. So you see that to reach highest level of English, you need many years. So, and at the same time, we think that we are going to that center that is not helping. But many people are learning from that centers. Why? Maybe you have chosen incorrectly. Maybe you are not well prepared. The level they are teaching and your level is not matching. That is another issue. And at the same time, sometimes we learn so many vocabulary unnecessarily. You need to learn selected vocabulary that actually essential and helpful for learning a spoken English. Don't learn so many vocabulary. Those are not correct at all. And definitely you don't need to think about the vocabulary. You know that in our channel, I would say that the best channel for learning vocabulary in this South Asia, that is our channel. We have selected 5,000 most useful, most important vocabulary from more than 1,50,000 or around 2 lakhs words. 5,000 words we have selected, and all we have given in YouTube. You can get those words 100% free. 5,000 words, 3,000 words, 2,000 words, all we have selected for you, and all are available in our channel. So you don't need to waste your time for selecting vocabulary. So you see that we actually sometimes waste our time for learning so many vocabulary. And another thing, we make mistakes, that is focusing on grammar. I've said earlier in my spoken English definition that spoken English actually one sort of informal, not strict upon finest grammar. I mean, not strict to strict grammar. So you can speak, just you can communicate, you can do conversation, that's all. This is called communicative English, informal English. So don't focus on grammar to lose your pace. Sometimes we lose our interest due to focusing on grammar. So please don't make these mistakes. Finally, what you can tell about spoken English? If you can summarize all these points, you can make a summary by yourself. If I can make summary, spoken English is informal, communicative English, and we use it for verbal communication. It's not strict very much to English grammar. We can just do our conversation, whether it may be grammatically correct or not all time correct. At the same time, we need to learn spoken English nowadays to get a better job, to scale up our business, to increase our brand value, personal brand value, and to get the scopes. I mean, to increase the advantage, to get the more opportunities all over the world. At the same time, to understand AI and utilizing AI in our daily tasks, we need to learn spoken English. And how to, we have said that technique depends upon individuals. Every person's technique will be based upon his or her level. It's not like that everyone will follow the one technique, or one technique will give same result to everyone. It's not like that. So select your technique wisely and be aware of mistakes. Don't focus on grammar. Don't learn unnecessary vocabulary. Don't be high ambitious. Be practical. Be realistic. So thank you so much for watching this video. See you again. You can make a video without any preparation like me. Thank you so much again.